What's up, everybody? This is your buddy Big Money for Eternity, and boy, do I have some stuff to talk to you about today. Woohoo! Um, Last night was so much fun, you guys. Um, I had the honor and the privilege of doing a live YouTube chat with my good YouTube buddies, my good YouTube and Twitter buddies, the Mainville family. Hi guys, what's up? And let me just say that it was a pain in the butt trying to get that live chat to load. But once I did, it was totally worth it. I had so much fun. It was a blast. I can't remember laughing so hard in all my life. Well, let me tell you how I found that they were gonna do it again. That they were gonna do it last night. When I originally saw the invitation for it, I originally saw it like earlier this week, and I thought, and this is where my brain kind of played a trick on me. I thought that it said that it was only going to be for tonight, not last night. And I thought that it was going to be too late for me to, get on to join the chat because I wasn't sure if it was their time or if it was Eastern time where I'm at or, whatever. So I originally thought that I wasn't going to be able to be a part of the hangout because I thought it was just going to be too late for me to join. So I saw last night that I was going to be able to be a part of it, and oh my gosh! So I start freaking out. I'm like, trying to get to the page and everything. I get to the page, and of course, I'm early. So I had to sit there and wait for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Well, then I go to click on the little screen to play the live stream. As soon as it was time for the thing to start, I thought, I clicked the screen, nothing happened. So I'm thinking, oh crap, what's going on now? I was just like, what the heck, So I sit there and I wait because I thought maybe, they were probably running a little bit behind and, whatever, or maybe that the stream was lagging behind a little bit. So I waited a little bit. So I clicked it again after a few minutes, and still nothing happened. So I'm like, no! So I get another idea, and I go to check my email. Well, I go to my email, and thank goodness there was a invitation email there. So I go into the email, click the link, and I opened the link, and there was the same screen there, so I'm like, okay, if I click this one more time and it doesn't work, I'm going to scream. So I clicked it again, and I finally got in. So, it's disaster averted. And I was only like maybe a couple minutes late, not nothing real big, no big deal, I still got there in plenty of time, but I still wish I could have been a little bit early, or at least on time. But anyway, I got there plenty of time, didn't miss much. So they were just getting into it when I logged in. So, I'm getting in there and I'm taking part of the chat and everything. I'm just, I'm asking questions. They're answering them right on the fly. Like they're not missing a beat. They're just like, reading all questions, answering them. Well then. And this is where I felt really bad for these people. This is where I felt really bad for them. It was like a few minutes into it, and all of a sudden these spammers come in and just start, pasting or putting in all this really nasty stuff on the chat. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm blocking the people that are doing it, just like she was, because she was blocked. Melody was blocking them too. And I felt so bad for her. She's like, every 5 seconds it was like she was blocking somebody for posting something bad. And I'm thinking, why are they doing this to these people? They don't deserve this, because I mean, they were trying to celebrate having 10,000 subscribers on their channel, which, once again, guys, way to go. And I thought, why are they doing this to these people? They don't need this, you know. So after a while, poor Melody, she just got so tired of blocking people. She just said, guys, I'm sorry, I need to shut down the chat, because this is just getting to be too much. Which, you know, I completely understood, because, you know, if I'd been in the same bed, I'd have done the same thing. So, you know, she told us that, you know, if we wanted to send questions or whatever, to send them through Twitter, and thank God for Twitter. So, you know, I had two screens open, one for Twitter, one for the live chat. And so we did it that way. And then we did a Mad Lib, which I haven't done Mad Lib since I was a kid, so that was really fun. And they picked me to do one of the words, and I think I got an adverb or something like that. And so I sent it through the chat at first, but stuff was just going by so fast that I didn't know if they saw it or not. So I went to their Twitter page. I went to one of their Twitter pages, and I sent it to, I think it was Ronnie. I sent it to him that way, and he got it. So I was glad I did it that way too, just in case he missed it. So I sent it to him that way, and I usually don't have this kind of luck when I when I do Mad Libs, but my word that I gave them, as far as like where it was in the Mad Lib, it actually turned out, you know, relatively normal. You know, I know, and I don't usually have that kind of luck. I'm usually the kind of person that gets the ones that, like, you know, make no sense whatsoever. So to get that kind of surprised me. You know, it was still fun. You know, don't get me wrong, it was still fun, but I was just like, man, that never happens to me. I never get the normal ones. You know. So we did that, and so then after we got done the Mad Lib, or was it before? I can't remember. Well, anyway, during the chat, Melody was reading some comments from other Twitter followers, and I heard her mention the name Aztec, and I thought, where have I heard that name before? So I thought about it, and then I thought, oh my gosh. So what Melody does not know, until she watches this video, is that Aztec and I actually know each other personally. Aztec whose real name is Anthony, or Tony, as we call him, or as I call him, Tony. Tony and I have known each other for it'll be 10 years next year. We met each other in 2006. I went to a wrestling show, of all places, that he was actually a part of, because I heard from my cousin's wife's mother that people were setting a wrestling ring up across from her house. So I begged and I pleaded to get a ride from somebody to go down there, because at the time I wasn't driving. So I got a ride down there, and after the show was over, well, before I get into, you know, meeting him, let me just say that as far as when he wrestled goes, if his left or right hand didn't get you, the trash can would, okay? But anyway, I met Tony down there, and we started talking, and we hit it off right away. We've been best friends ever since. We went to WrestleMania together 2 years ago at WrestleMania 29, and that was a trip I will never forget. And I'm glad that the Mainvilles got to go, because it's crazy. It's crazy awesome. We used to go to, Tony and I used to go to wrestling shows together once in a while before he moved. And when he moved to when he first moved the first time, he moved from here in Maryland down to Florida where his uncle lives, and then he was down there for like a little while, and then he came back up here to Maryland. Well, then after he came back here to Maryland, he moved out of the place where he was here, and he moved out to Kansas where he lives now to live with his uncle. And you know, Tony and I, we still talk all the time together on Facebook and Twitter. You know, we're constantly talking about wrestling to where it will probably annoy other people. Like we'll talk about Raw or one of the pay-per-views or whatever. But I've known Tony for almost 10 years now. Great guy. He's like a brother to me. He was one of the guys that always talked to me when, some of the other people at the show where I met him at wouldn't. And I'll be quite honest, and I hope Tony doesn't tell the people that ran the show this, but I don't think the other people at the show quite really liked me too much. I don't know why, but it's just the feeling I got, because every time the show would be over, they would always go off and talk to other people and leave me sitting there by myself and not talk to me. And then, of course, like I said, Tony, wasn't there at the time, so I didn't get to talk to him. There were rare times that he was there, but, it wasn't all the time. But, like if I would go to another indie show or something, he would be there. And, we talk all the time. We talk all the time on Facebook and Twitter, like I said. He's just a great guy, one of my best friends. And if the Mainvilles ever met him, they'd feel the same way about him than I do. He's just a really cool guy. But yeah, last night on the chat was a lot of fun. I haven't laughed so hard and had so much fun in a long time. That was the first time I'd ever taken part in one of those chats, so that was really cool. But even with all the fun that I had with them last night, I think my favorite part of the whole thing, my absolute favorite part of the whole thing, was seeing their little boy Elijah at being able to be his old self again, and being able to be home with his father and his brother. That for me was cool to see. And Elijah, toward the end of the chat, he got behind his father and tried to put him in a sleeper hold. Oh my gosh, I sat there, I was rolling the whole time he was trying to do that. And poor Ronnie, he'd sit there, he was trying to talk, and Elijah just come up there and, just grab him. It was so funny. But, I liked seeing that, though, because that told me that Elijah was feeling good. And as long as he's doing that and having fun, not hurting anybody, I just enjoyed seeing that, So that for me was, that for me was really good to see. Because I know he had a rough week or so, the last week or so, and so it was really good to see him feeling good and being back with home where he belongs and just being a kid again, Also, I have to thank Ronnie and Melody for giving me some advice on what to do, things I could do to make my vlogs a little better. I know the scenery doesn't change because this is the only spot where I can sit and do my vlogs, because I like to keep my, well, this isn't my laptop, this is actually my mom's laptop that I'm on right now, but I like to keep the laptop hooked up to the charger so that the battery doesn't die, because I can't stand the battery going low on me. So that's why the scenery is always the same in all my videos. But they gave me some really, really good advice, and I really appreciate them taking the time out to answer all my questions, and, making making it easy for me to learn how to improve my vlogs and hoping to get more views and things like that. Oh, and speaking of views, oh my gosh, I have a really big announcement to make. And for me, this is really for some people who have been YouTubing a lot longer than I have. I've been doing this for about 3 years, but and I just started doing vlogs recently. But I've had my channel for about 3 years. I have a big announcement to make. Since I started vlogging, this is my 15th video. Since I started vlogging, one of my videos has set a new view record, all-time view record, of the highest views I've ever had on any video I've ever made. If you go to my list of videos on my page and look at all the vlogs that I've done so far, you will see that vlog number 11 has 55 views on it. Guys, that is the highest number of views I have ever had on any video I have ever made. And I am so thrilled about that. And I don't know who the 55 people were that watched it, but I thank everybody that watched it from the bottom of my heart. That was, oh my God, you guys, you don't know how happy I was to see that. I mean, I'm so happy right now, I'm getting tongue-tied, if you could hear that. But I'm just thrilled beyond words. So whoever viewed that vlog, thank you so much for viewing. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed to my channel so far. If you haven't subscribed and you know people that are looking for some good, some material to view, give them my chat. Give them tell them about my channel. Tell them that I'm always looking for more subscribers. So if you know somebody that hasn't subscribed yet, get them over here. Tell them to subscribe. I'm gonna do my best to make it so that they won't regret it. And I'm just thrilled out of my mind right now that video got that many views. Excuse me. And I'm hoping that my other videos start to pick up more views too. So if you haven't checked out my other videos on the list, please make sure you do, because I mean, I'm over the moon right now that I'm starting to get a lot of views on my videos now. Let's see. I've already gone a little overboard with my video today, but I had a lot to talk about. So if you liked this video, please click that little red subscribe button down at the bottom and click the thumbs up button on the side of the video. If you haven't subscribed, I already told you about the subscribe button. So if you haven't subscribed to my page, do so. If you know somebody that's on YouTube looking for something to view, get them over here to my channel. Tell them where I'm at. I will put links in the description below to my Facebook and my Twitter pages, as well as Mom's Vlog 80s Twitter page, so you can follow her there. Or no, her YouTube page, so you can follow her there. So you can subscribe to her channel. Please make sure you do. Because their videos are amazing. You won't regret it, I promise. So I thank you guys again for watching. Thank you again to all the people who have viewed my videos. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So take care, and I will see. Well, tomorrow I will not be making a video. My schedule is weekends and Tuesday through Friday. So I will see you not tomorrow, but on Tuesday with my next vlog, because my mother has off tomorrow from work and I probably won't get one done. So I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be here Thursday. Not Thursday. Jeez, I'm getting all screwed up now. I will be here Tuesday with another vlog. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for everything you've done for my channel. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Tuesday with another video. Peace.